What's going on? It's Greg Gray, Dope Living TV live today. Yes. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, look, a couple of things we're going to hit on real quick. Miss Richardson will not be going to Tokyo for the Olympics. A lot of people are up in arms about that, but here's the thing. If you knew, and I feel so sorry for her because I thought for sure they would allow her to go there. But if you knew that this was a no-no, this was not a part of what that you knew that something could happen. Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah. If you knew that things could happen, or it was an opportunity that you were not going to go, why do it? Understand. No one can tell a person how to grieve. Nobody can tell anybody how to feel bad or how to deal with grief. But you're in the spotlight, and just like any actor, actress, sports person, people like myself, my crew, we're in the public eye. So everything's going to be scrutinized, and people are going to check us hard. But I know she'll bounce back. She's a fantastic athlete, and she will bounce back. So let's keep our prayers for her. Again, Bill Cosby is out. Had your women and children. I'm joking. Mr. Cosby is out, and hey, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, we got a good show for you today. We want to know, basically, and we deal with these relationships weekly, but we are going to try to find out some answers. And we invite you guys to come on too and ask questions and give answers. Would you stay with somebody if they lost their job and literally had no money? I mean, they don't have any money. They're not getting any money. But you're in a committed relationship. Would you stay with that person? Is it okay to be in a committed relationship and flirt with the opposite sex? You're married. You're in that committed relationship. You guys are good, but you as a man or a woman, you flirt all the time with the opposite sex. Is that cool? Do you like that? Is it okay to, if you're in a relationship, to stay out late partying with your friends? Is that acceptable? Would you feel good about somebody doing that if you're in a committed relationship? Amina Chandler Taylor, I need you to chime in on these. And all you guys to chime in. Thank you guys for always supporting, always being here, checking out what we do. Pretty soon I'm gonna start giving away some things on the show. So you guys stay tuned for that. So let's get into this. I'm trying to do a couple things here. I'm sorry. Just a moment. Okay, here we go. All right. Having said that, let's get into it. So, would you stay with somebody if they lost their job? If they lost their job and literally they had no money? It's a known fact that money issues are one of the main reasons that people do break up. If you're having that financial and building together a financial bond, it's important to have communication about it, though. Each other's finances. Do you share every single nuance of what you do? Do you give them your bank account numbers? Do you do this? Do you do that? If you're married, I think you should share. If you're not married, I don't think you should. That's just me. I don't think that you should share. I think that you should be honest about things. Answer the questions to a point where you are comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not that dude. I don't know. Maybe he is. Everybody shout out to Ujimar doing some big things.
Power to the people, and I am.
Would it be loyalty over love? My man Woodard Bay, strong individual, man. Y'all check out his clothing line. He got some things going on. We're gonna have him on here one day talking about it too. No doubt. So what's going on, bro?
What it do?
Hey man, we chilling, dude, all day long. So they didn't, real quick, they didn't let the young lady go to Tokyo.
Oh yeah, you talk about the runner.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's all right. She got some weed named after her.
That's what I said. But what she better do is capitalize off of that. I'm quite sure it's
Well, I
not.
mean, that ain't just it. That's just something. That's just something that actually just happened. You know what I'm saying? But she gonna study for the test next week.
Yeah, but I'm I study for the test. I'm just saying this though. Even with that, she know people got some weed out there. If I'm her, I'm gonna endorse it.
Right. I mean, she got some people, but the whole thing about it is, people going they're going to, how you call it? They're going to bootleg her stuff anyway. Her
Yeah,
name, face anyway. So it ain't no way that she's going to be able to control that. The
and that's why
people that was good enough to do it for, she gonna get paid nicely off of that, but she gotta keep on doing what she's doing. Her life ain't turning over into weed.
no, and that's what I say. She apologized. I think it's. I don't want to say it's harsh, but she did it. She knew she shouldn't have did it, so she's got to suffer the consequences.
Man, she's a star, and every black star, anything,
Say it. Come on. What?
anything, they gonna fuck with us about.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
And please believe, being that we only 12% of 10% 10 to 12% of the United States of America, we ain't really got to vote with what they decide.
Mm-hmm.
Because on that panel, it might be 10 people, but it's only one black person, so there ain't nothing they can do about it.
And I don't even think she really hurt. The opportunity was there. I don't think she hurting too much because it didn't happen. Because the truth of the matter is, she's still the fastest woman in the world.
Right? Yeah, she's still a supreme athlete. Most
they
definitely,
can't take that away from her.
They can't take that away from her, and she's going to make her paper regardless.
Yep, she's gonna come back. It's going. Right now, she's too charismatic, and she's out there. So once you get out there, I'm quite sure. I'm hoping that she got some people that are handling her very well. She's gonna be all right without running this year.
At the same time, she's young, and I mean, they gotta grow up. We learn from our mistakes to be a better person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she young, and I don't fault her for nothing. Go ahead and enjoy yourself, girl. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do this for because I mean, hopefully she's doing this for herself. It ain't for us.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't care about whoever is disappointed or different things of that nature. She did that for her. She made it. A lot of people don't even make it there. You know what I'm saying?
She worked hard, so we know she got good work ethic. We know she know how to do it. So she good. She's gonna be good. The opportunity. Right. This time, this rip is gone. She's very young. 4 years from now, she's gonna be even better if she wants to do it. But right now, I can see people coming at her. Now, some people are coming different. There's a meme out there. I'm not gonna put it up there, and they got Snoop Dogg's face with her body.
Right, that's cool. I mean, look, all publicity is good publicity in entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't care if it's negative or whatever. When R. Kelly, I always bring him up as an example because he was dumb for what he did. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when he was going through that stuff,
century right there, he was dumb.
You know what I'm saying? He was dumb for what he did. Here you go. I'll help you out.
There you go, my man. And that's what's up.
But the whole thing about it is this: when he did that, his subscribers on YouTube, his everything went up like by millions.
Right.
Instantly went up by like millions. You got people that's like, yeah, we're gonna stop his career. We're gonna do this, that, and the other. But no, you increase his career. You know what I'm saying? The song that Ron just came out with, guess who that's by? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't no stopping nothing that, art. You can't stop art.
Yeah, but unfortunately, and see that's a question that everybody was asking too. Would you still watch the Cosby Show? Would you still listen to R. Kelly's music? Absolutely.
I mean, the Cosby Show really didn't go off. They're not gonna look. The different networks wasn't gonna stop their money on the Cosby Show because that's one of the biggest platforms of black money they got coming in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They got to understand that too, man. You know, hey, you can hate what the person did, but their music, their shows, their talent is undeniable. All right, period. So I don't call it support. I call it just listening to what I like.
And guess what? Peep this out. And this is another way of thinking about this. You know, even though, you know, Bill Cosby went through that, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not making him a guilty person. He went through what he went through. You know what I'm saying? He's an old dude. He like 80 years old now. So the things he did back in the day when they was doing it, I'm still gonna say that's what they was doing anyway. But at the same
that is what they were doing.
But at the same time, peep game. His word, his shows, his movies, his everything that made black lawyers, black doctors. You understand what I'm saying? That made black entrepreneurs what they are today. For real, for real.
Yeah.
When you watch TV, you was watching one of his shows 9 times out of 10, and you was wanting to emulate that. Point blank, period.
And what would happen if he just said, you know what, okay, I'm out, and all of y'all that did not support me, all of those colleges that didn't support me, that I gave millions of dollars to, I'm taking my money back. I want my money back. You know, y'all need to give me my stuff back, okay? I mean, it goes way past, you know, and the thing is, I don't know, you know, I'm not a judge, I'm not a jury, so whatever these people did, we never know. And this is what gets me. And I was thinking about this last night. You got a judge who's human. You got a jury of people who they say are your peers. They're human. Okay, but only God knows. God knows exactly what happened and what didn't happen. So they could be denying it and be telling the truth. It's some stuff about the R. Kelly trial that, you know, yeah, R. Kelly was stupid, but did he do what they all said he did? Or is a lot of that bandwagoning too? You know, I saw a video of his wife after he got put in jail, and she was bumping his music, talking about "Still my baby's daddy," blah blah this, blah blah that, and you know, she's having a good time. All right. I mean,
it's still good music. You can't make music just because somebody did something wrong. I mean, who is that? What's his name? Elvis Presley.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. There's a lot of people whose music is undeniable, and they got awards to the top of the charts. But
yeah,
they some ill people.
Yeah, I was going to say Jerry Lee Lewis. Long time ago, he married his 14-year-old cousin. All right,
I'm just saying.
Didn't go to jail.
It's stuff that they didn't did ill, and they still glorifying him.
Oh yeah.
To this day, still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The movie still run everything, but he was proven to be an ill individual.
Oh yeah.
These people were proven to be ill individuals. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta, you know, especially us black people, you gotta sometimes be like, you gotta kind of like, you know, sometimes you gotta be like, well, he ill. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got people around y'all right now that's probably ill.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying? He ill. But he is being prosecuted because he was a what would you call that? He's a legend. You know what I'm saying? He's a what some people may say he is what's the word when you look up to a person?
Idol?
He no, not that word. Example. He's like an example. But okay, we use idol or whatever, but he's somebody that people look up to.
A
role model. Boom. Real life.
Yeah.
He's a role model.
Where did this fly come from?
You know what I'm saying? And being that he's a role model, you know, that tears everything down, period. But we got people around us all the time that's quote unquote role models, and we hear something about them on the street, mentor. Well, I would rather call him a role model. He's a mentor also, because he's done unbelievable things, most definitely in this world. But I like role model better. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you got your younger kids look up to role. That's what they have, role models. You know, what I'm saying? And a person that's doing this that then leap bounds and then that did stuff that people couldn't do. They want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, let the person be bad. They could be bad. They could be the baddest person in the world, but they still did things that was unbelievable. So now
Unbelievable.
you don't want to be like him. No, I don't want to be like his name. I don't want to be like the things that he do. You know what I'm saying? I want to do. I want to
Have
achieve.
the success that he's had. Yeah.
I want to have the success that that particular person had. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So
Right.
you can't just discredit that man or none of them guys
They've done too much, and
because
you can't erase it.
they've put too much into this life that we live in,
Can't erase it. You
real
can't.
life on everything. I could be
Absolutely.
upset about it, no problem. But I'm gonna play his music still. I'm gonna
Mhm.
still watch the shows. I'm
I'm
gonna still
still.
do all this because those lessons that was given on those different levels
Mhm.
is undeniable.
Right. Absolutely. Everybody say what's up to Naila.
Peace, Mike, Nyla.
Hey, what's up?
What's going down?
Throw
There
them
you
deuces
go.
up. There you go.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
That's what I'm talking
So,
about. Passing people though to my brother.
I have no idea what's going on.
Look, wait a minute. That was wait a minute. Hold up. That was a core moment.
core moment. See, look at it. He got the bottle. He got the bottle. And don't nobody start saying, how come he got the bottle and I ain't got one? Okay, that's my brother. I
Because they
gave
got
it.
him at the store.
What they do? What store did you
they,
get it from? I
they
gave you
got him.
that one.
All of them.
Yeah, you gave me this one, but they got him out. Drink him at work all the time.
Okay, cool,
Corey's got
cool.
all the stores. They be tripping.
Mine just a little bit smaller than the ones that you got.
Oh no, I got them all. I got.
There's a hand in the back of my head and said, "Okay, yeah, those are the ones I drink."
Yeah, I got them all, dude.
Hey,
Who's at the back? Hey, what's up, Patay?
hi, thine Patricia. That's not my name, but yeah.
Lord have mercy, man. Your wife, my sister-in-law. Okay, Patricia. How are you, Patricia?
I'm well. How are you, Gregory?
Well, you're sounding mighty white over there. It's all good though.
That's Heather. That's my alter ego.
Boy, I'm
Oh
so
no,
wore out.
you
I'm
married
so wore
twice?
out. I am wore out. Did you see the picture I posted
Woo.
with
Which
all
one?
the kids and stuff,
I
grandkids?
did. I did.
It
So
didn't stop with me.
Carlo came there.
Yeah, Kylo came. He came over and
Yeah.
stuff, and we did a little promo for him as far as little promotion type joint. Put all the shirts on the kids.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. That's all right. Y'all check out Mikey Carlo real soon, man. But Nala, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Cool.
Oh, you almost did some ventriloquist.
I was getting ready to say that was good.
That was kind of cool. It came out just like slightly after, but it was like a little bit of.
You're talented. So we were asking a question, before we started talking about these guys in jail, and we was talking about Shakari. Is that her name? Robin
It all
Richardson.
fits in. It all fits in.
Yeah, we was talking about that too. But I was talking about money right off the bat. Would you still stay with your mate if they lost their job and they don't have any money? Don't look like no money coming anytime soon. Would you still stay with your mate?
Yes,
Why?
because it's not about money.
What is it
Money,
about?
money is tangible. Money comes and goes. Money. There's always money to be made, even if it don't look like it's coming no time soon. Things don't come on your timing. It comes on God's timing. So it's not for me to look for. And if you love somebody, I mean, there are certain
Love
circumstances, like
don't pay the rent.
the circumstance you just said, like they lost their job, they don't have any money. Okay, why would I stay with me? I lost my job and I lost the car. She ain't go nowhere.
Okay, we talking about the big picture though, because love
It
does
is a
not
big picture.
love does not pay the rent.
Okay, what does that mean?
It
People
means that
go
money pays the rent.
okay, but money can always be made. The person that you love and that you care about is not always going to be there,
I'm
and
not
the
that good.
grass is not always greener on the other side.
I'm
You
not
ask
that
me
good.
personally,
I can't make
I
no money. I'm
would
not
say
good at art.
money is tangible. Money doesn't have that much of value to me. Money is a tool that you need in order to survive and circulate for you to build generational wealth, but money doesn't buy happiness. So for me, yes, I would stay because that's irrelevant to me how much money somebody has or if they have money or whatever the case may be. That doesn't. I don't function based on that. That's me
Very good.
personally.
Very good. I love your heart. I love your heart. Uji, what you think?
Well, I got to go way after grid with my answers and stuff because I always try to get as deep as I possibly can when I
Let's go.
answer these questions. You know what I'm
Let's
saying? And
go.
with that question being said or asked, how about this? What if money was taken off the earth?
Hmm.
What would be the problem? What's going to be the issues about you loving a woman then?
Whether or
All right.
not,
All right.
uh,
I mean, I'm just saying it's on there now. And a lot of people want to glorify so many different things that's not important.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You can go out and get you a piece of land and build your own stuff. You could cook outside. You could do a whole bunch of stuff. I actually live with a militant person. You know what I'm saying? And even though we had electricity, our bills was like $23 and $12 and stuff like that for the water because we'd turn it on only when we go outside and turn the water on only when we taking a shower. You know what I'm saying? And turn it right back off. All right. And we'll go outside and cook our food, morning breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what I'm saying? I just did this. I only live with this person because he told me, it's like, you actually need to learn how to live without a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what could happen where actually money ain't gonna buy you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because the world has changed. So you gotta be prepared for a lot of stuff, and I think you gotta be prepared for love too. You know what I'm saying? For the simple fact that loving somebody, when you love somebody, I don't think the heart spends money. You understand what I'm saying? The heart don't spend money. All right. Only this thing right here spends money. The heart is the thing that deals with love. You feel me? So therefore, by me saying this, all I'm saying is we need to get our priorities organized. We need to get our priorities in order because if we have somebody that is good with us, coming from both directions, and we
Mhm.
have a money problem come up, it shouldn't be an issue because we strong enough to love each other. We strong enough to get through whatever.
I mean, I agree
Like
with
you said,
that. I agree. But I gotta put a little salt in the game. Okay, so number one, if you're used to a certain way, you got this certain lifestyle, and all of a sudden, and you base that lifestyle on both of you guys working, both of the money coming in, you base yourself on that. Now it's just like some guys that work in the mill, they do all of this overtime so they can make this $100,000 a year and this and that. Okay, but in reality, like Uji said, all of this to come to an end. So maybe now they got to start doing 40 hours a week like everybody else.
I don't work more than 40 hours a week, period. 4 days a week. I mean, 5 days a week, 40 hours a day. I
Okay,
mean,
well,
40 hours a week, period.
I'm just saying, say you was making that, had all the overtime in the world, and you can make $100,000 a year easy just by doing all this overtime, working harder, not smarter.
I'm
But
losing time. I'm losing time with my woman.
well, some people don't think that. Some people think that they got to stack up all of this money, and I used to be that way too. Stack up all of this money, and then uh, they don't have any time to spend it. Their life is spent making that money. They retire, and then, as we were talking about the other day, they die 2 days or 2 weeks after they retired. You can't spend this money. So, um, do I think that? Um, do I have a response as to for that question? Would you stay with somebody if they didn't have any money? I mean, generally with me, with a man anyway, we're supposed to be the breadwinners, all right? So the woman is at home. Now that times have changed, they do more and this and that, but I don't have a problem with that. I've never had a problem because that's what I've been doing.
Can I stop you right quick?
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, I didn't hear the phrase breadwinner. I heard provider.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Provider don't cost money. It means to make sure that your family is taken care of. All right. First of all, it means that if you got to go out and hunt and get some food to eat, or if you got to maintain that field with them vegetables and stuff, and make sure that the roof ain't leaking, you providing ain't never had really nothing to do with money. It got something to do with what you know, how to live on this earth. All right, real life. You know what I'm saying? You say breadwinner, that's a fancy term. I never really liked it. You know what I'm saying? Real life. I never really liked it because what's a breadwinner? There's women out here making more money than the men, so they breadwinners. You know what I'm saying? And you want to say the man is supposed to be the breadwinner? No, the man is supposed to be the provider. That's what the how they said the basic instructions before leaving Earth say. You feel me? That's what it's all about. Real life. It's about doing what you got to do. You know, people put money in front of so many things. You know what I'm saying? I got a guy. I got a buddy that was locked up in the Fed joints. All right, and he made purses in the Fed joint. All right, I ain't gonna even say his name, but you know he a popular guy. He made purses in the Fed joint and sold them to Oprah Winfrey, this, that, and the other. And it wasn't a Birkin bag. It wasn't a Louis Vuitton. It was a him, his name. You know what I'm saying? Which they never heard of him before in their life. But he was getting thousands of dollars for these bags in the joint. You feel me? So we put so much in front of so many things, but it's all about your skill. It's all about what you need to know how to do and what you need to do to be a provider and survive. Breadwinner, that's that fancy name, man. I don't go off all that fancy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. And it don't do nothing but change the meaning of a lot of stuff that takes you away of what's original, of what your purpose actually is in life. You know what I'm saying? The purpose of life is to be happy. You want to be happy.
Right.
But you ain't got to put so many glorifying things in front of it.
Okay, I got you. Kind of made me feel a little bad though, but I got you. my fault. No
life is something special, man. And a lot of people, man, they gonna miss it. They gonna miss it trying to do too much. Can't. They're gonna die from stress. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna miss it trying to do too much. A hardworking guy back then, you know, chopping wood for the fire to keep their family warm and different things like that. They still didn't work really no more than 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? Because they got things done. It just was like hard work. You know what I'm saying? They actually had to put a little muscle into a lot of stuff that they did. But they still had time for their family and everything else. And this is white and black people. Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Chinese.
So basically, here's a long one, and shout out to my little brother, my big brother, my brother, John R. Jackson. Here we go. Number one, yes, of course. But if they lost their job due to self-destructive reasons, we have to address and course correct. Otherwise, we may not remain together. I get that. It just depends, though. Number two, the message that flirting delivers is that you're attracted, and he's going in line with all of the comments the post.
I got you.
And we're gonna talk about that next, but let's get his comment in anyway. He says the message that flirting delivers is that you're attracted to a person in a way that disturbs your committed relationship, even if sex is not your interest. Stop this. It's a slippery slope. One with an incline that will eventually cause you to lose your balance. It's not worth it. And it didn't get me the whole number three. So John, if you can give me the number three again, that'd be great, man. Okay. But yes, which leads us to the next question. Okay. Is it okay to be in a committed relationship and flirt with the opposite sex?
No, what does that mean? Go ahead, Naya.
I'm gonna tell you what it means.
You can go first.
What does that mean? Let me tell you what it means.
No, you asked the question. Let her answer.
Nyla, let's go.
No. What the hell? That's all I gotta say. Like, the hell? Why would you even do that? Like,
but don't people say that, you know, it's harmless? You know, I don't mean anything by it.
Cheating starts in your head. It's not harmless. You flirting with someone else. I don't know about y'all, but if I'm committed to somebody, I'm only looking at that person. There's so many things that Sage says that flies off my head because I don't pay attention to it. Somebody could be flirting dead in my face and I would have no idea because I'm not paying attention to them. So flirting is a conscious decision that you chose to make. So hell no. that that's not okay, and that's all I gotta say about it. Flirting dead in my face, and I would have no idea.
Y'all say what's up to Marcella.
Hi.
Marcella, how you doing?
All right.
So,
OG, I know you had something to say. Well,
oh yeah, I'll say something. Most definitely, I'll say something. Ask the question one more time for me.
let's let
Audience
Marcella
can
chime
hear.
in. Let's let Marcella chime in right quick because I know you get ready.
No, absolutely not. I agree with neither. No. I heard the question. No, it's not okay. If you're in a committed relationship, like Johnny Jackson just told you, that's a slippery slope. And most people, if you're flirting, they think, start thinking of sex and you want them and things of that nature. No.
Okay. Brandon Span says flirt with your wife. Right on, right
Hello.
on. Go ahead, OG.
Well, your question was what?
My question was this: is it okay to be in a committed relationship and flirt with the opposite sex?
I think those are two contradicting statements. All right. If you're in a committed relationship, now I'm gonna say this. People say I'm flirty, point blank, and I might not even be flirting. You know what I'm saying? But people say I'm flirty. All right. Now, peep game. It's in my nature. Like she said, I'm charming. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing about it is, do I mean anything bad?
And that's my point. If you sit here and you say, okay, I flirt, but that's just me. I don't mean anything by it. I'm not going to take it any farther than that.
But no, but
are you still wrong?
I'm not actually.
He's not
Doing it on
intentionally
purpose.
flirting.
I'm
That's
not like,
nature.
it's not intentional. I'm not going out like, oh, I'm about to great flirt with this lady, la la la. You know what I'm saying? I think that me personally, this is one of my mottos. I think that all women are beautiful.
Absolutely.
I think that God made all women beautiful. I don't care if you got one leg, one ear, 12 teeth left in your mouth, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If it's natural, you beautiful. She might be 67, 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? And the teeth fell out. You still a beautiful black woman or a beautiful woman, period. You know what I'm saying? So I have a habit of just saying, you look nice today, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? And I keep on walking.
That's not flirting.
Women don't get a lot of compliments.
Okay.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
not flirting, though.
My wife tells me, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I want to be complimented a little bit more. Just women, period, don't get a lot of compliments. She could be the ugliest thing I ever seen in my life. But that little gesture for me can make her feel better and do some powerful stuff that day. You know what I'm saying?
And again, Brandon says flirt with your wife.
I mean, I understand. I mean, shoot, I flirt with my wife all the time. That's my hobby.
Is that actually flirting? You just there's a difference between flirting and complimenting someone.
Well, I mean, it depends on how a person feels. It depends on who heard you or whatever, because you the only person that know whether or not it's flirting or not. Because maybe the person that said it want something back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the person that said it is waiting for another comment so he can elaborate and different things of that nature. But with me, I'm gonna keep it stepping. I'm cool. I'm married. I'm happy. You feel me? I'm nice. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my girl got all the parts that I love the best.
That's good.
I agree.
Well, damn.
I agree with Uji. I've been told that I have like a flirtatious nature, and I don't be thinking about nothing or nobody or anything. It's just like charming, I guess you could say. There's a difference between what Uji said and what you said, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
You said, what's the harm is if somebody says, oh, I'm just going to flirt, but I don't mean anything by it. That's very different than somebody's general nature that can be taken as flirtatious or them giving compliments or whatever. Like, it's subjective. But intentionally flirting is very different than somebody who is either good at talking and people take it that way, or who people take people being nice as flirting. But you intentionally saying, oh, I'm just gonna flirt with them, but I don't expect nothing back, or it's not gonna lead to anything, or I'm not gonna have sex with them or whatever. You're intentionally planting a seed.
That's right.
Whether you water it or not, you're intentionally planting a seed. That's very different than somebody who could accidentally take you being a nice person, or you accidentally take a compliment, or you just having a charming. Some people just have charming auras. Some people can make anybody smile, just like some people can make anybody laugh. So that's very different. Your personality, your characteristics of your personality, your charisma, all of that, that's a part of your nature. That's a part of your identity. That is very different than you sitting here saying, I'm gonna give them a little attention. I'm a flirt with them. I don't mean nothing by it, but I'm gonna entertain them. I'm gonna give them attention. I'm gonna indulge them. That's different.
You know, my mama used to say when I was little, when I was younger, I guess I was probably over 10, but
She
I
my
can't
mama
say
too.
exactly. I can't say it. What?
She my mama too.
Okay, my mama used to say to me. My mama used to say to me, she used to be like, "Boy, you better stop looking at them girls and stuff like you look at them. You undressing them with your eyes." I'm like, I don't see nothing but the clothes. I don't know what I done did, but okay, I guess I gotta stop looking at girls like I look at them. I don't know what I be looking at, but I smile. And I got all my teeth, they straight and all this, that, and the other.
Greg. That's what he did to me. He looked at me like that.
Oh,
And,
Sweet Jesus.
and, I smile, and I guess my eyes do what they do, and I mean I'm friendly. You know what I'm saying? And I like I say, I love life, so I smile. I'm one of the people that wave at a stranger, all that. You know what I'm saying? I make people feel good. I mean, I feel good, so why not? Hey, stranger.
Hey,
You feel like in Mississippi, like how Mississippi used to be, how Gary used to be.
I'm going to just gotta, because I'm asking the questions that people have asked. Y'all coming at me
I
like,
understand. No, it ain't you. It ain't. No, it ain't.
I'm feeling some
We're not attacking you.
y'all coming at me, and I'm like, whoa, hold on, let me grab my
who's
gold.
coming at you?
Hey, the whole thing about it is,
a bowl of cereal.
look, the whole thing about it is you feeling guilty for a reason.
Your brother said that.
No, y'all know. Look, anybody who knows me know I don't do nothing. I'm not like that. I live life. I live life and I love life. I love life. I used to be horrible. I love life and I love.
You always loved life, but the women, I don't know.
Oh wait a minute, you laughing? Really?
Hey, you know what? Our family, is something different. We all the great boys had
No, I'm sorry.
a lot of women.
I'm sorry. Let me get away from it. Hold on, Marcy. I gotta move this over too, man.
Us great boys, we hey, people's mamas used to be like, why don't you go get one of them great boys?
And then and the father was like, you better stay away from them gray boys.
It was 6 of us, and we was all ages and stuff. And when we had to be introduced to somebody, we're like, yeah, and this queen and Wade's son. This the baby right here. He your age. They do it just like that. This the middle one. He your age.
Be moving
just like that.
Moving us around like dominoes used to be like. It's a shift. Okay, well, wait a minute. You got she's 16. Okay, well, look, this one right here is 16 right here.
Right, and this
right here going. He's 16. But they used to look.
Life is something else. It's just crazy, and like I say, my family, boy, we didn't did a lot of life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different aspects to the point of where we can. If one can't talk about something, another one can. Marcy
know me. Marcy been knowing me forever. Really, she knows.
Help me, Lord.
Oh Lord. But we don't want Patty to walk in and be like, Lord Jesus, my man.
Look what God did.
I'm gonna have to talk to my sister-in-law for real, man. Anyway. We got this other question. I guess I might as well throw that out the window. We can talk about something else. But if y'all want to talk about it, cool. If you're in a relationship, to stay out late partying with quote unquote friends, is it cool?
That's if go ahead, Nyla.
I don't. You could party with your friends. They're your friends.
I said stay out late. I said stay out late.
The person who asked that had ill intentions. That had some malicious intent. The person who asked that question, why would you hanging out with your friends bear any problems in your relationships unless you going to hang out with your friends? You had other intentions while doing that. What does you hanging out with your friends late or whatever and enjoying yourself and spending time with your friends has anything to do with any problems that could cause in your relationship unless you plan on doing something else?
Now, here's where I get redemption, okay? Because of the fact that if your wife don't like that, it's disrespectful. Okay, come in at a certain time. If they express to you that it's not, I mean, look, why are you staying out there with your friends? Okay, you spending all of this time with your friends, and it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. You supposed to be at home. I'm sorry, if you're in a committed relationship, you're supposed to be at home. That's just me.
Marcella, what you think, Marcella?
You just said the key word. You said if your wife says that. Are those your single friends that you're hanging out with all night? That's a question. And you're talking about 2, 3 in the morning. Normally, that's when the lot lizards are out. They're out to the lot lizards. Okay, see, you know. But if you're married, you know, here or there, let's say if it's a birthday you're celebrating, or you guys have come from a wedding, the wife went home, you know, something like that. Hey, I just want to hang out with my guys. I think every blue moon. But if you're married and you're hanging with single guys, oh no. Lorena Bobbitt, come on home, baby. I got some Lorena Bobbitt for you.
I'm gonna tell you, a long time ago, I was married. Hold on. A long time ago, when I was married.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Greg.
Go ahead, Nava.
Oh, I just asked Uji if he had something to say before I start again.
Yeah, I most definitely do.
Okay, well, let me tell y'all my little story. Real quick. It's gonna be quick. So when I was married a long time ago, you remember my first wife.
Yeah.
So we went skating. Screaming Wheels were all the way. Gary, Indiana. Yes, we went skating. She couldn't skate that well. So after we paid to get in, after a little while, she said, well, look, I'm ready to go home. Me, you know, I was that skating dude. We made routines up. We did all of that stuff.
All of that.
Okay, so I said, well, no, I want to stay. We just got here. She said, well, I want to go home. I said, well, look, here's the keys. We lived in Miller, so it wasn't too far. I said, either I can walk home or I get a ride home with somebody else. So, and she's like, so you're not coming home with me? I said, no, I love to skate. This is what I like to do, hanging out with people. So she left. All right. And you know, at the Screaming Wheels, after the skating session was over at 12, then they had the after party in the other room till about 2.
Dance, right?
Yeah. So I said, I'm here. She mad already. I'm gonna hang out. So 2:30, I got back to the house. Lights was off. Everything. Dude, and you know, my ex-wife, she was a black belt in karate. So he knows. So long story short, as soon as I don't know how to look at it, because you know, as soon as I got in the room, lights click on. Half of me was turned on. Half of me was like, damn, she up. Because she got up, she stood up in the bed, Brian panties on. I was like, yeah, boy. And she was like, no, boy. And she proceeded to yes, all of that. Now, fortunate for me, I knew karate too, but she knew more than I did. So all I could do was block. Okay. But she was coming at me. Okay. Then the bad part about it was I had to go to work an hour later. So I spent no time with her. She was mad, and we had a problem for a few weeks because of that. Was I wrong?
Well, this is how you went to work right here.
Seriously, take one of the lenses out, okay? Then
This how you went to work right here.
Take one of the lenses out.
My God,
I look like an old retired football player.
She beat you up, babe.
She got to that eye. I saw them.
You remember the Johnson brothers? He looked like one of the Johnson brothers, the singers, with the big glasses on.
Strawberry letter 24. All right, what was you gonna say?
Okay, here we go. So the question was, would you repeat it for me, please? So that
I will repeat the Miggy Figgy question. The question is it okay if you are in a relationship to stay out late partying with quote unquote friends?
Okay, now everybody gave great points. You know what I'm saying? And I want to elaborate off of like almost each one of them because they all are like great points. Like Marcella said, you know, how often are you out with your friends? You know what I'm saying? Are you out there every day? You know what I'm saying? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Did you and here go my part to that part. What's up? Why you out there with your friends every day? Is you trying to marry them? You know what I'm saying? Did you get married to them? You know what I'm saying? They if they're your friends, they understand that you got a wife at the crib, and they shouldn't even be wanting to ask you to be out with them every night. So
Disrespect.
that would kind of like raise an eyebrow. All right. Now, on another hand, I mean, I could go out. My girl, she don't mind I go out. Okay, I gotta always bring my instances in. She don't mind if I go out, and I don't want to go out every day, but she don't mind if I go out, and I can stay out as late as I want to, pretty much. But the whole thing about that is this: I know she missing me. You know what I'm saying? I know she is missing me.
Do you check in?
Check in? I don't feel like I have to check in. You know what I'm saying? I really don't feel like I have to check in because I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm out having the ball. You know what I'm saying? And when the ball stops for me having it, I'm going home because I know my girl missing me.
Does she sniff your drawers and all of that stuff when you come in?
She ain't got to sniff my drawers. She can sniff something else if she like. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got to sniff the drawers. Why you gonna sniff my clothes? Nigga, sniff me. You feel me? But the whole thing about it is, you know,
somebody out here in the background too. Somebody here.
You made a good point. Patty made a good point.
If you got trust in your relationship, like if I wanted to go to Vegas for 2-3 days or a week or whatever, I'm gone already. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, if I got a couple of my guys with me, we kicking it all day, every day. But guess what? How I'm gonna feel? I'm probably gonna be the one ready to go home.
You're gonna be missing me too.
Cause I'm gonna be missing her too.
Right.
You feel me? Real, and this is real life. I mean, you know, I had the best fun with the person, like you say, if the person you with, your wife, whatever. I had the best fun with my person. I actually had the best fun with my person. So ain't nobody else funner than her.
Hey, Brandon says she says no, but you stay, but a high and by shouldn't hurt.
She says no.
What?
What that mean?
What does it mean?
She says no, you stay, but a high and by shouldn't hurt.
A high and by. I'm lost. That he went too far back for me.
Is he saying that even though she says no, that it's okay to say hi and bye, whatever, and keep stepping regardless of whether she says no?
I believe that's what he's saying.
He's a young buck, Brandon. That's a young buck.
Brandon is not a young buck.
I know he's right up under us. I know Brandon. He went to school with us.
I feel like so I want to touch on Marcy's point a little bit because in all honesty, it shouldn't matter if your friends are married or not married. Even if they do single people things, you're responsible for your own self. Your friend's not responsible for you. You're responsible for your own actions. So I could go out with my single friends and I would be perfectly fine.
But how does that make your significant other feel? Come on,
but that's the thing. Like, why is your significant other insecure? Have you done something to make them insecure? Do you guys not have trust? Because that wouldn't make my significant other feel some type of way if I'm going out with friends that are single. Not everybody got married friends.
Yeah, but I'm not saying
everybody's friends are married. And so even if you have your friends that are married, it really doesn't matter because your friends who are married could be doing something bad too. It's all about your trust with your partner.
I don't call it insecurity though. I think it's respect. Okay, it's
insecurity. That's the word I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for. Insecurity. Boom.
It's not insecurity if it's respect in a committed relationship. Okay, if
respect is there, though, Greg.
If look, that's your woman, that's your wife, that's your man, okay, or whatever, okay, and you got all of these friends that you can talk to, that's fine, okay, but you hanging out at night past a certain amount of time with single people, all right.
Why would you put a curfew on like they're a kid? Why would you put a curfew on your spouse like they're
my exact words? You putting a curfew
that's exactly what it just sounded like.
It's not.
You hanging out after a certain time with these specific people. That sound real parent.
I'm not gonna take it. I'm not taking the curfew thing. If my baby called me,
that's not respect.
And it get late, something that your parents told you. She be like, I'm coming home in about a couple more hours. I'm out still.
You know.
That's called. You just checked in. You just checked in. Now, if you checked in, you just checked in. You said, okay,
it's
look,
probably like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna call my. You got to understand the people you love worried about you. You got to have that. You got to have that aspect of things.
The other thing is, I would be probably texting my, like, even if I'm having fun, that's my person. Like Uji said, I have the most fun with my spouse. So
okay,
I'm not checking in. I'm gonna be texting them regardless.
Right? Yeah, they
Anyway, even if I'm having fun.
Okay, you two are married. Greg and I are single.
Texting.
Okay, so one point that you guys are making, you like your wife, Nyla Sage. You like your wife, Patty. You might want to do, I don't want to say reword that question, but speaking from a single, well, let me put it like this. I've never been the type that was out drinking, smoking, or anything like that. So I never had that problem because I just steered clear of those type of guys. But it depends on your relationship, respect, trust. And that's why I told Greg, that's why I made the comment when I said it depends on how often you're going out, because how you said you guys love who you're with. So you prefer to be with those people. But if you have someone and you're in a committed relationship and every time you turn around, this person is out all times of the night with the guys or even women. I've counseled a female who was newly married who didn't understand why she couldn't go out every single weekend with the girls and stay out until the wee hours of the morning. And I had to tell her, well, you're married now. So what is the reason why did you get married if you're so busy staying with all of your friends? So it just depends on trust. Go ahead, Patty. I know that's right.
I always raise my hand. Greg, no. But for me, like just for instance, like last night, we had family over, and my cousin was like, "Well, girl, we can really go hit such a spot. I ain't hung out with you in like 5 years. Come on, let's go." And I was like, "Girl, no." Now, if I was single when we was hanging out, I wouldn't have had no problem with that. But it's a level of respect that comes with that.
Respect.
And she's gonna have more fun. She's gonna have more fun with me.
And I did. I had a ball at home.
Understood, but you and Patty, you just confirmed what I just said. It's not about being insecure.
Ready to further elaborate on that if you just give me a second. But when I was single. You know, even when me and him, y'all already know, the viewers, I don't know who all know the story, but we have a whole 25-year open relationship. That's what we called it. But we've always been in each other's lives. It wasn't never I had to check in because we both knew we was not together like that. We were single.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, we didn't owe each other no explanation. It wasn't no, hey, well, I'm gonna be home at this time, and well, why you not there? It wasn't none of that. When you single, that's just what that is. You're dating, so you have no ties. You can't put nothing down on that person to be like, well, you have to do this and be in by this time. We dating.
You just said what I said, though.
I feel like if it's not a serious committed relationship, you can't tell no grown person what they're gonna do.
I agree.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that as well.
You just confirmed.
Is your business.
You just confirmed what I said, though.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I
know, but I had to come in and put the.
That's all good, sir.
Completely.
But that's what Greg said in a committed relationship, though. That's what he said.
But if you committed, if you're in a committed relationship and still single, you know how people be like,
what did you say? Whoa.
Not married. When you're not married.
The term of single is not married.
Right. But when you're not married, my fault. But when you do that, you know, people be like, maybe, you know, and you got this in your mind sometimes. They be like, well, this person actually makes me feel better than that person, and I ain't married, so I need to just try to learn this person. You know what I'm saying? It's always decisions. It's always a bunch of decisions and choices.
Y'all leaving the word committed out. I said committed relationship. Okay, you
committed. I mean, I don't understand that too much when you ain't got no ring on the finger. Now, do they got a ring on the finger?
No, you can't say that either because
is it a ring on the finger?
Everybody has
doesn't have to be a ring on the finger.
So you just boyfriend and girlfriend
without it being
committed.
engagement or a marriage.
I need more definition to commitment.
What do you need more definition? You in a committed relationship. How you figure out if you gonna marry somebody without being committed to that person? You gonna just be sleeping around with everybody and be doing life with everybody and then decide which one you gonna put a ring
Yes,
on?
Suzette.
You're absolutely right, Suzette.
And you know the answer to a lot of men is, well, I ain't gonna even say a lot of men. I'm just gonna go and say, I'm gonna say me. The answer for me is yes. I might mess around and everything else because I haven't nailed it down. I got a girlfriend, cool, whatever. I met somebody else, I might want to check her out. Not point blank, I ain't gonna even lie. But when I make my decision,
then you're not committed. Then
when I make my decision to commit, that means that I got a future. I want to build a future with this woman.
Which is what I said, committed. That's
But
what I
that
said.
doesn't necessarily mean you have a ring on that finger yet.
Right.
You just made it. That's exactly what Greg is saying. A committed relationship is somebody that you decide to be with, that you plan on having.
My daddy said that's a loophole. My daddy said that's a loophole.
There's a link already in there. So I always give you the link. You just got to check. All right, you got the link.
Hey, Greg, that's a loophole.
Ain't no loophole in no committed relationship.
It's always the thing of how serious you are in said relationship, and then at the same time, how much of a hoe you are. Let's just keep it all the way real.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a real hoe.
That's why we said it's a committed relationship. Like we put it way off.
Hey, Marie.
Hi, hey, how y'all doing?
You jump in on the middle of this.
I didn't mean to say hoe. I'm sorry, Miss Marcella.
How y'all doing?
What's up, Maurice?
Man, it sounds like, man. I said I'm gonna come on out the room here because I was playing with the grandbabies.
Can I read the
dang, it's on. Let me go in here and check out, see what's going on. And y'all was.
And Suzette, quit asking me for the link. I already sent it.
I saw it, dear. I'm sorry. How you doing?
Can I give the definition of a committed relationship?
Please.
Okay,
do.
here's okay.
You don't want my definition.
No, go ahead.
Definition.
Let her give the definition. Go ahead, Marcella.
A committed relationship is an interpersonal relationship based upon agreed upon commitment to one another involving love, trust, honesty, openness, or some other behavior.
Let's go.
So
that's the Webster version.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to have.
You know what? I feel like I've been in a lot of committed relationships. For the simple fact that I'm honest when I go and tell her, look, I met this girl. I'm
Then you're not in a committed relationship.
But I'm honest. That's part of the definition, bro.
No, bro, it ain't. No,
okay.
It
is. Okay, listen, y'all. Here's the deal. Imagine this. You're in a car and you want to get on the expressway. You don't jump from the street down to the expressway. There's a ramp there. And you have to merge onto the ramp. And after you merge onto the ramp, then you get on the expressway. Now, on the ramp is the commitment.
Is the committed relationship. Come with it.
The merge on the ramp is commitment.
I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it.
You can be.
I ain't buying it. I'm sorry. I didn't like
it. Elders.
I'm not buying it.
You are
power to my people. Bro, it got to
I ain't buying it. That was deep. It sounded good.
On your way straight away to something serious going to marriage. I'm done.
That sounded good.
Fourth statement of the night.
I'll say that's a
I had my
came from church and she is ready.
That's all that right there. Pour water. That's the
that was some manure.
Statement of the night.
Manure.
As long as you are on the street, when you're on the street, that's the single.
Manure.
That is
when you on the street, you go to the street.
The minute you get out that ramp and you go straight away again, that's where you're on the street.
Manure.
You said manure.
I don't want to be straight up.
These are just my views, though. This is just my views, but I would say manure after all that.
Woo.
I can't ride with you because you got straight up the street onto Expressway.
Suzette, that is the best comment.
We gonna crash. We gonna die.
I like it. I'll put that on the shirt. I do like it.
Yeah, the off-ramp.
I do like it, but that's what
now you can keep on commitment but after a while, with that commitment, that ramp ain't gonna go forever. In a minute, he gotta put you off onto something serious. And
okay, now, there we go. Yeah, finish it.
Have that. All that right there. That part. That right
Finish
there.
it. Finish it. Now, that was cool.
I'm done. Because and it makes sense. You just don't jump off of being from single to married. I mean, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta test drive that thing and make sure, because when you go around in a ramp, listen to me. When you go around in a ramp, you're not going at the same speed you was going when you was going straight away single. Come on.
You know, I had
going around that ramp to make sure that you don't mess up nothing, so you don't tear that car. And you get off that ramp, you are back on the.
That's a metaphor for you, son.
I had a picture. Hey, Suzette, I had a picture from this artist out of Gary that actually explained everything you just said, and I called it the road to life. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can call it whatever you want. That's the way it is.
I said that's what I called it, the road of life. But that what you just explained, it was drawn in the picture, and I would love to describe this picture to. I wish I still had the picture. My house burnt down. I had a house that burnt down, but this picture was made of a woman, and her legs. It had a tunnel, and it had an off ramp. All right,
dude, stop.
no, for real.
Bro,
you
digging a deep
wait a minute.
hole.
Hold on. Keep going. It was a car, a red, shiny car that was driving down the road, and he had a Letterman's jacket. He threw out the window, and it was on the side.
I'm trying to help you, dude.
And certain roads you take. You know what? I can remember this picture so good. I'm gonna draw it. I'm gonna show y'all.
Got ice and water in it.
Everybody say what's up, Gina.
Gina!
You got 4 houses tonight. All the houses in there.
Y'all come on in because I listen.
Nah.
Uji mom was coming from a neck. Right? He was coming from the throat.
Coming from his neck. Okay.
Let me give this to Greg.
Gina, we at the church ain't going nowhere. All right, look.
All right.
Well, I want to apologize. I usually don't come in this late, but we just got word we had a death in the family.
I'm
sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Praying for your people, man. Praying for your people.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So you might not want to get in on this one because you might have to kill somebody on this one, man.
Oh no!
Don't kill Uji.
Uji, it sounds like you stirring up the pot here.
I always stir the pot.
Girl, you his wife in the background.
We really can't have just one opinion on everything. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
yeah, that's true. Then it wouldn't be a conversation, would it?
Then it wouldn't be a conversation. And you know what? I adore a lot of y'all comments, most definitely, because I mean, you know, a lot of this stuff is still help growing me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still growing from a lot of our conversations and stuff. You know, some of the things I might say later on that night, I'll think about some of the things y'all say, and it can't do nothing but make me a better person because that's what I strive for.
Right.
Awesome.
You'll get when you get
that's what we striving to do. Even information that you give out. I think everybody gives out information that's helping us grow.
Right.
So we got to understand.
I think that's what the show is about. It's about growing. If you can't hear everybody's perspective. If you just get one thing, that's not growing. That's brainwashing.
Right. We're not necessarily debating. We're each expressing each of our own opinions. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's the way that we feel. Okay, we go through. Suzette, yeah, we at the church ain't going nowhere. I know, but we all have an alienable right to say what we have to say and believe what we believe. All right, and that's what we put across on the show with all of the various backgrounds that we all have. All right. So I appreciate it. You know, it's fun to talk about a lot of stuff and it's fun to debate them. Okay. And get everybody else's opinion because from all of this interaction, okay, we all learn something about each other and we also learn something about the world. So as we said this, Jenny, we're talking about relationships, of course, and we asked the question and let's get Gina's opinion and then Ujimar, you can, you know, put your manure in.
Wow.
That's just a bunch of manure.
Just a bunch of manure.
A bunch of manure.
We're here to clean it up for you. We're gonna help you clean it up. Come on.
Gina, it's okay if you're in a relationship to stay out late partying with your friends. That's where all this came from.
Oh man, I know what Gina about to say.
No, that's for single people.
I got your back.
That's for single people. When you're married, you look. I want to come home to my significant other. I don't want to be out in the street with other people. I want to spend time with him. So no, I mean, unless you're trying to get away from them.
Give me 5, girl.
All of us.
I give you 5 too. Shit.
Got all that manure going on up there.
That manure over there, man.
You have to think about. You have to think about. There you go. If you don't like being at home, it's something wrong.
Yeah,
it's something wrong. You know, most of the time, and I'll leave out the house sometimes when I get angry because I don't want to say something that I can't take back. So sometimes I will leave out the door until I cool out and come back, or maybe call my friends and, hey, you know what you doing? Let's go get a glass of wine or something. Only because I don't want to say something that I'm going to regret. But I'm not going to stay out all night.
See, there's
that's right. You don't pour gasoline on a fire.
That's right.
You want the fire to go out.
What's your curfew? What's your curfew?
I don't have a curfew. There's no curfew. There is no curfew. Like,
I'm just playing. I'm just messing with you.
But you know what? I tell you what. If you leave out and stay out all night, you better find somewhere else to go.
Damn.
I mean, what if you just have it for? Okay, wait. Check this out. Say he out, and he, you know, he'd be like, "Baby, I'm going out with my guys and stuff." And
your single guys friends.
Your single guy friends. I mean, most of the guys
they don't ever have a woman, do they?
Right, but say he out till 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't. Everything was legitimate. I mean, you ain't got no crystal ball to see, and he ain't coming back smelling like none of this, that, and the other. You still got to be mad.
No, because it's okay to do it sometimes. It's not okay to do it all the time. And Robert have gone out and stayed out late. 3, 4, sometimes 5 in the morning, but it's not something he does on a consistent basis.
Okay, I mean,
if you're doing it on a consistent basis, if something is wrong because that person don't want to spend time with you, they don't want to wake up next to you, something is wrong.
And I think all of us said that. If they out every day with their guys and this, that, and the other, and just, you know, something got to be wrong.
And you know what? Sometimes he said, you know, he's gotten off of work. Hey, I'm going to go have a drink with my friends. I'll be home at midnight or whatever. And then he may have called and said, you know what, we're going to stay a little longer. I don't mind that. One thing I've always learned, it's not always about, a lot of people think it's about keeping tabs on someone. In my book, it's not about keeping tabs. If something happens to you, somebody needs to know where you are.
Right.
Someone needs to know who you left with, where you were. That's why so many people can't be found. And I used to tell my kids that all the time because my son, when he was 17, he was like, why I always got to tell you where I'm going? Because not the fact that I'm keeping tabs on you, but if you come up missing, I need to know where to start and where the line went in order to find you.
Respect.
With kids,
and you know what? That's
respect. We gotta keep tabs on them because we taking care of them. We worry about them because we know how hard it is to become 21 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep tabs. You can call that tabs. That's your baby. He's living in your house. You taking care of him. That's tabs. You gotta keep tabs on him. Got to call it.
Even when it comes to 2 grown adults, people, you know, a lot of times. Me and their friends try to diminish the fact that their significant other is asking where they are, what time you're coming home. And they think, you know, she got tabs on you and she's, you know, treating you like it's not even always about that. Y'all don't understand. People come up missing all the time.
Look, I tell them off the top, I ain't got no shame in my game. I'm whipped. Be whipped. Please believe I'm going home. You know what I'm saying?
But that's so important in these days with sex trafficking. They don't just sex traffic women. Sex trafficking, you know, all kind of stuff is going on.
Or back in the day, it wasn't that. You know.
And it's a matter
kind of STDs.
What was it back in the day, Maurice?
But the STDs and everything, you could die.
That's still today. Shit, it ain't.
It sure is.
Yesterday.
More prevalent.
Now somebody can breathe on you and you can die.
Damn.
Right. So it ain't just back in the day. Please believe.
That's called halitosis, man. Look, you can throw some, like what the president say, throw some bleach down the throat, man. She be all right.
Yeah, don't say
Talk
that.
a little bit.
check in, let her know everything.
Okay, make sure put your disclaimer out there real quick.
I know it. You know, I just saw a not getting off the subjects real quick though. I just saw a text or inbox, whichever. I don't know who. Well, I know who it was. They said that Suzanne Douglas died. Exactly.
That was the TV host, wasn't? Was it?
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Suzanne, I don't know her.
Can you see that? I'm sorry. Let me get it right.
Right there.
Who is Suzanne Douglas?
She played Robert Townsend's wife on The Parenthood.
Okay, yeah, I remember her.
They said
sorry, Suzanne.
I don't see, but you know, when you look at LinkedIn, they always say is or was. Okay, this still says is an American actress. So we have to get that confirmed. You know, if it is true, you know, prayers to her family. Want to make sure that we at least recognize her. She's a great actress, and that she checked in. Anyway, that's everybody has some great comments, and me, I just think that, you know, Uji, I got to get on my brother. Committed is the key word, and respect. Okay, committed and respect. Right? You're not necessarily checking in or nothing like that. Okay, it's the matter of respect for your mate, for your person, the person that you have committed to, and you said it yourself, trying to be in a long-term relationship. You may not have a ring, but a ring does not mean that you're not committed. You know
what? One thing about that. One thing about these words that we take so much emphasis in. Right? The words, you know, people put these words on you, different words, committed, respect, different things of that nature. But the whole thing,
why are you going to use the two words I used? Use some other words.
But the whole thing about it is this: actions speak louder than words. All right.
Right.
You can nail all these words on a person, but I mean, you know, like I say, with me and my wife, we show more actions to the point of where the words aren't really as important. I mean, if we need to describe something slightly, we could use these words, but the actions, it ain't no need for it. You know what I'm saying? In real life, it's not, because actions speak louder than words. If you got a person and quote unquote committed, you want to say y'all in a committed relationship, but he's not showing you those actions.
Right.
Not in a committed relationship. Point blank.
No, that's not.
Blank.
No, come
no,
on.
You're not.
You cannot.
Y'all just explain the definition of commitment. All right. And if he's not showing those things in action, he's not in a committed relationship.
Okay, but maybe he doesn't know how. Now let's take it back a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna stick on you right now, right? Because I know who you are, so I can speak about this. Okay, you was a hoe. All right, let's
yes.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying this.
Looking for that. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying it disrespectfully. He knows who he used to be. Okay? But I'm telling y'all listen, to hear him talking about the way that he is about my beautiful sister-in-law is not the way he would do back in the day. He would even sidebar me and be like, yeah, man, you know, like we were saying something the other day, somebody had called me and I said, okay, I'm gonna call you back. And I looked at him and I said, what, Uji?
What'd you say?
I said, somebody had called me. Remember, we were talking and I said, okay, well, look, I'm talking to my brother. I'm gonna call you back. And then I looked at you and I said, what?
I'm not calling him
back. I'm not really gonna call him back. Okay. Right. I mean, that's for him back in the day. It's like he'll call him and he straight up tell him, I'm not gonna call you back. Okay.
Right.
So to see you now, this is where I'm talking about the committed and the respect. Okay. Because now you're committed. Patty is a great woman for you because she demands the respect from you, and you give her that commitment that you didn't give anybody else. Okay.
Well, neither one of us demanded. We already.
When I say demand, I don't mean verbally. I'm talking about the way that she is. Her character demands respect.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Well, you know why I didn't hear what you said when I said what you say?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was getting a kiss on my back.
Oh.
Girl said she stuck up. Y'all didn't see it. She stuck up over me and kissed me on the back.
She's so little anyway. We wouldn't have saw her.
I had to silence him for a second. Okay? So I mean, Patty, I was just giving you all of that credit, and you up here on the facts. So go ahead, Suzette.
Hey man, life is what you make out of it, man. And if you can't find happiness, you know what I'm saying? If you can't find happiness, I mean, you know, sometimes you just got to keep on looking.
But I just don't want to look for my sister-in-law crawling on the floor just because the camera was trying to kiss you on your back. I ain't trying to see all that. Suzette, go ahead.
You didn't see it.
I know.
Of it too is just you know, when you talk about commitment or being single, some of it too is just downright maturity. You know, we don't do the same things we used to do when we were in our 20s. And with every day that you are with someone is a learning experience. Would you believe that though? I mean,
absolutely.
That's most definitely true.
And that's what, and that is what will change you. Time will change you. It will change you, and the things that we talk about that some people don't understand, and you know, you may get a chance to experience some of that we're speaking of today. You know, you may understand. Maybe you didn't understand the ramp at first, but now you know, maybe you understand the ramp now, and maybe you can use it. Maybe you won't use it today, and like Uji said, I may not do it today, but maybe later on it'll stay in my subconscious, and then I can learn from it. I can use that, you know, to the betterment of my own situation. You know, so, and I think, like I said, I think maturity takes a big part of that. I think maturity is a huge part of commitment. Because it can't be, you know, well, I guess you can be young people, present company excluded, Naya, present company excluded. And a lot of young people, you know, just want what they want. And, you know, you have to be able to be mature enough to be able to say, well, you know what, maybe, you know, I love her so much, or I love him so much that I don't mind this. Because here's the deal. Every party you're invited to, you don't have to attend. Every fight there is, you don't have to have a situation into it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, what I say, you don't have to go to every party you're invited to. So that's every argument. Everything that happens, you have to, you know, with me, I just give my master, is this important? Is this really important? Do I want to let him have this one? Yeah, he can have this one. But major things I do speak up on, you know, things that I think are important in relationships. So that's what I think. Thank you, Greg.
No, it's all good.
Hey, you know, this is my time.
Yeah, I know you're gonna get your back licked. All right, it's time to go.
You see, he's trying to keep your camera.
Gone, man, gone. Right on air.
I love y'all. Power to the people. All of that. And I love all y'all.
Bye-bye.
I hope you got a big pimple on your back, dude. Okay. I hope it just halfway there. I don't care. He still hear me. He still hear me. Nobody want to see that. He said we didn't see it, of course, but nobody want to hear that. Patty, stay off the floor. all I saw was the Prince video. Maybe just like that's all I saw. Get that out of here, man. Anyway, this is Dope Living TV Live. We are talking about relationships, as we always do. You know, we are learning every week different things about relationships, and I hope and pray that it helps somebody, because and again, we're not we laugh a lot on here. Okay, we make fun of some of the things and this and that, because you know, we're also here to entertain and inform, but nobody's wrong. Uji had a lot of great points, all right, and that's working for him, all right, just as, you know, Gina has some great points, that's working for her. I'm single, so and I'm a single guy who I don't do all of that mess, though. You know, I'm very private, and I keep to myself a lot. I really do, because I don't know. I don't subscribe to the foolishness. You want to do what you want to do, that's cool. But just because I don't want to do it, don't label me. Don't put me in that pocket. Okay, y'all. But and Gina, I need you to answer these too. So let me get Gina these other ones real quick.
I'm ready.
Okay, is it okay to be in a committed relationship and flirt with the opposite sex?
Well, I think it's disrespectful to do it in front of your mate. You know, if I'm gonna flirt, I'm not gonna do it in front of my mate. But I don't think anything wrong with it, as long as you don't move on, you know, that flirtation. I mean, I've been in the store and guys said things to me, and I may have said something back, but I still let them know, you know, the next move is, hey, you know, you want to go out or whatever. No, I'm engaged to be married.
Okay. Nyla, that must be the best popsicle in the world because you don't even give it 3 seconds break. No, she ain't gonna say that. Okay, Nyla, it's like that. Okay. All right. Okay. There was one more, Gina. Would you stay with somebody if they lost their job and literally had no money? Maurice, you didn't answer none of these either.
No, I didn't. I mean, I'm like Gina on the first one. That'd give her a chance to think about the second one. You know, me and my wife both were big flirts before we are married. So, and you know, it ain't nothing. As long as like she said earlier, like you don't go around take that next step could be deadly. You know, that could be a real problem. And again, it's just flirt. I mean, when you mean flirt, I could be talking to somebody in a store or something, you know, like Gina said, and you know, say something, you know, about the clothes or whatever. My wife already know if I'm talking about clothes, she's already in that. You know what I
So
mean?
is it the way that it's said though?
It is a way that it's said, without a doubt. I mean, if you go like, "Oh, girl, look at that bouquet or whatever," you know, versus she
Versus
can
you
wear.
have a nice ass. I mean, what?
Yeah, versus that right there, Greg, right there. My goodness, your boot is so nice.
Your gluteus is so maximus.
Gluteus is so maximus. There you go. There you go.
Is that something that's just okay to say to someone that you don't know, though?
No, I wouldn't say nothing like that. That's an example of of going overboard with it. That would be really an example of going overboard versus that you look nice, you know.
But do you volunteer that? You know, do you look nice? Go ahead, Marcella.
Question, because he's saying something that was said earlier that Uji stated. My question is, there's a difference between flirting and complimenting.
Okay.
My dad used to tell me I was the biggest flirt on earth, and I just didn't know it. But I was just complimenting. And he said, well, men were taking that as something else. And I was like, okay. So I had to kind of,
I got
you know, slow down from complimenting. But flirting to me is you're saying something like you were saying, like, hey, like I like those jeans you got on, and you looking the way you look, the way you say it, it's a complete different way than just complimenting. Because flirting is normally you want to take it a little bit further.
Right.
And well, we don't even go in that land right there at all. Going to the next, you know.
What'd you say, Susan?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. You can always, if you're, if you, you know, you were talking before about, what was the first question you asked before the flirting?
Money.
Yeah. Oh, would you be with somebody if they were broke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, you know, it's you know, relationships are committed relationships. Committed relationships are give and take. You know, it's gonna be some good stuff happen, gonna be some bad stuff happen, and it has to be strong enough in order to weather the storm. Now, me, before I got divorced, I saw where my relationship was going and the sickness and the illness that he had. So my thing was, I went ahead and started getting all major things fixed so that if I had to be the only one working, there wouldn't be no major problems. That was my contribution to the relationship, so that, you know, when it got to the point where it was going to get to a point where he wasn't going to be able to work, then major situation, I wouldn't have a furnace go out. I wouldn't have an air conditioner go out. I wouldn't have a roof that leaked. I wouldn't have a water heater that wasn't any good. Those are things that I did to kind of get it together so that if he did get sick, then I would have, you know, I wouldn't have to be bothered with that. Now, the other thing you asked was about the what was that? What's the question after that?
Okay,
flirting.
Flirting, yes.
You know, when somebody flirts with me now, I give the appropriate response.
Aww.
Look at that. Look at that. Hey, Robert, chime in. Robert,
get on that phone.
Robert, show your face real quick, man.
We're missing.
Come on, Robert. Give me this, bro. Hey, Robert.
What's up, my brother?
Hey, man. Number one, good to see you, brother. Number
yes, sir.
Two, I love that, man. You know, you a real brother. You are a real brother.
You're the real MVP.
He is a real.
I try.
Appreciate you, bro. For real. I just wanted to let you know, man. Hey, look, I admire you, man. You're a real brother.
Look, he asked what the
Gina,
subject
ain't nobody
was.
tell you to laugh.
Wait, he asked what the subject was, and I said the question is it okay to flirt? And I said, you flirt all the time.
I'm like, how's she gonna throw me out there like that?
He does. It don't bother me though.
Robert, you man, look, we gotta hang out, dude. Look, when I come back, boy, we hanging. I'm sorry, okay. Even if we gotta sit on the front porch, bro, we hanging, all right?
He does. He don't think it's flirting, but it is. But it doesn't bother me. I never say anything about it. But he'll say
no, it's not flirting. It's showing you. He's showing you affection when he wants to show you. Okay, which is all the time.
Right.
Don't label it.
He like, I don't flirt. I'm like, yes, you do.
You going with this special. You got Nyla over here grinning. Look at Nyla over here grinning.
I just saw Gina go into like 19-year-old Gina when he came up there and bust the slobber.
Hey Robert, hey, shout out to you, brother. Like I said, that is the way. That is the way you're supposed to soothe the soul. Okay, he's soothing your soul, and in return, as you reciprocating, you soothe his soul as well.
That's my soul, man.
Right. Do that.
That's my baby, always.
Ujimar, if you watching, man, he didn't have to lick her back. All right.
Leave Patty alone.
Robert,
yes,
this dude got his back licked while he was here, okay? And then
Patty came and kissed him. She didn't want to be in the camera, I'm assuming.
She didn't want to be in the camera, so she crawling on the damn floor, licking back. All right.
He say licking back. Greg play too much.
That's what he said. No, that's what he said. That's what you said. He said, I just got my back licked. I like it.
So Robert, you've been knowing me long enough, man. I joke a lot, man, but
man, I respect you, my brother, always, man.
Same here, man. That to me, I gotta say it like it is. I gotta tell the truth, man. And I don't know about that back licking stuff.
I'll lick her back.
I'm not saying now. I'm just saying,
always.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we'll have to edit this part.
No, we edited nothing. Okay. TV Live. We are responsible for these comments that are made on
Dang.
Core comment of the day: stop licking backs. On camera.
He said on camera.
And if you wait a minute, and if you do, don't tell us about it.
Right.
I love my brother.
He's standing there, little wiggle and jiggle on the camera.
He didn't do none of that. He was cool with it too.
Yeah.
Because we didn't even, hey Robert, we didn't even know he was like.
You know what,
no words. That wasn't, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't the first time. That's all it was.
You go right there. You go right there. I didn't know my sister-in-law was a freak like that, though. But that's all.
See, there he goes. See, Greg, I'm gone. See, Greg.
Hey, Rob, you know I love you, man.
Yes, sir, my brother. Always love all of y'all.
No doubt, no doubt. So yeah, we're talking about flirting. One more. Give it one more. Act like you don't want one. Get out of here, bro.
19-year-old Gina. That's what 19-year-old Gina look like. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Yeah,
you got the best. You got the best. You got the best right there. What was that? Okay, Maurice, you were saying something before I rudely interrupted, and Gina was starting to get all that love over there.
I done messed around, forgot. We done messed around. Robert done bust live on there. Everybody done went back.
Maurice just went back old school talking about bust live.
Yeah, you know, right?
That Marcelo toes uncurled up, say, "Ooh wee," you know, it turned into a show enough. Oh, Nyla, dang!
This is a lesson for Nyla. Nyla, in the prime of your life, you still got to get your flirt on with your mate. You still got to do that. Okay, so you're young, you're getting all of that love right now. Okay, but the real love, the real feeling, the real emotion, the soothing of the soul, you just saw that right there, man. Gina ain't got nothing to worry about. Gina can go outside right now and walk in front of a car. The car gonna move. It's gonna not Gina. The car gonna move. Cause why? Her soul is soothed.
I'm not gonna try that though.
I'm just saying. That's a beautiful thing. I almost cried, dude.
That was wonderful.
That was wonderful. Nyla, what did you think about that show of affection?
It was cute.
That's all she got to say. I don't know.
It was cute. Like,
what? Did I miss something? Did I miss something?
Gina, you ain't missed nothing.
Why?
Oh, she coming back to us now. She done blacked out. She just coming back to us talking about she ain't missed something. Hey, you
No,
missed something while
because
she blacked out.
I'm wondering why he asked that question to Nyla.
Because she young. Duh.
Nah, she an old soul. Nyla's an old soul.
I'm like 60 in my soul.
Yeah, but you're not 60 in your life. Okay, so look, I'm just saying that was a beautiful form of expression. Even with Luigi, that was a beautiful form of expression, on a different level. What did you think about at your age? What you think about that show of affection?
Licking your back. What you meant?
I thought it was cute. I always think it's cute when older people show affection.
You ain't gotta say it like that.
I think that it's much needed.
What are you talking about?
Say it like that. I mean, when people in general.
No, you asked because of my age. You didn't ask them. You asked me. You said because I'm younger. I think that older people, when
it just came out different when you said older people. Like
y'all are older.
we got walkers and
I didn't say that. You said that. You took it out.
With the little hollowed out tennis ball on it. What is that? Why do they do that? Why do they hollow out
to keep the balance, to keep from sliding?
Do they know how stupid that look? Yes, Suzette.
Just something not pertaining to this. The black running for New York, man, he won the primary.
Who?
Yes, he did.
Eric, what's his face?
Okay.
Running for
he's a Democrat.
Yeah, running for the mayor of New York City.
Oh.
Shout out to that man. Let's keep him in our prayers. But let's get back to the walkers with the tennis balls. Why do? And I got a question for everybody too. Okay, relationships great. Okay, but why do people, if you know, at the casino that it's all smoky and stuff, why are you walking in there with your extra lung, your respirator, whatever? Why are you walking in there with that oxygen tank when you know it's gonna be full of smoke? Okay, stop.
Well, this place, which is, I mean, that makes no sense.
Stop.
Makes no sense.
Like when I used to go to the casino, I don't want to be, and I'm going back to the walkers with the tennis balls. They walk so slow. I mean, I thought the walker might help them out a little bit. Lean into it, and that way you can roll faster. Okay, take them tennis balls off. You don't need the traction. Just lean into it because you're not blocking nobody. Am I right, Jeannie? Just lean into it. It'll roll.
Greg, you're gonna end up with neon colored tennis balls on your walker because you're talking about people, right?
I'm
gonna take a picture of you and I'm gonna be like, "There's Greg," and we're gonna put it on the Dope Living, and we're gonna say, "This is Greg," and we're gonna pull back this one.
I'm giving tips. If you lean into it, it'll roll fast. Now you have to catch yourself at the end, I guess. I don't know, because some of them they have got so creative. I wish I'd have thought of it. They got brakes on them. What the hell is that? You got to walk it with brakes. That's
cracking yourself up.
That's in case you're going somewhere and you're going to be standing for a while and you have nowhere to sit. That's what the brakes are for. Also, they have seats. I've been a caretaker for several elderly people in my family.
And God bless them all, okay? But, if you got to have all of that extra stuff, don't go out.
Gotta take them in
No, don't keep them at home.
Stay in the house with that, because I'm the guy that's going to talk about you. I'm sorry.
Well, my mommy used to have mommy went to Walmart, and I would tell her, "Girl, you better go in and get one of them cars. I ain't got time."
God bless your mom. God bless your mom.
Huh?
I said, God bless your mom. I took the keys away from my mom. She ain't driving nothing.
She would be rolling too. She would roll fast, but she'd be like, "What happened to your purse?" I said, "I got my purse. Go ahead." And she goes, Zzz.
See, I'm not the only one talking bad about people.
I talked about it. I said, "Girl, you're in third gear. Don't do that."
Gina, I would like to go back a year and talk about my favorite subject.
What's that?
Midgets.
Oh,
midgets. Hey, we got one to live across the street.
Oh, Gina, come back. Huh?
Oh,
one to live across the street from me.
Really?
Yeah, she got a midget son and she got a midget boyfriend.
Okay, Gina, what are we supposed to call them now?
What? Little people.
Little people. I got little people. Where did Gina leave?
Because I said, man, she's always do that all the time. I said we're back a year ago. So.
I'm not going to participate in his buffoonery.
Buffoonery.
That's a good word, Gina. You gonna put that in the next book?
I just might with your picture next to it.
On the walk with those tennis balls.
Right?
You win. I like that. I like that. That's what I love, Gina. That's my sister for real, y'all. I don't care what y'all say.
We don't see nothing.
Woo! Gina had to take a drink on that one. Core comment of the day. I like that. I don't mind when people talk about me because I can handle my own. But when it's from people that I love and they're telling me the bad things about me, it kind of concerns me because sometimes I don't know I'm that bad. So you guys, I love you all. So please tell me when I'm wrong. That doesn't mean I'm going to change, but please tell me when I'm wrong. So I want to make sure that before we do get out of here, we celebrate those people that are doing some different things. Don't forget, Gina has a fantastic cause and a fantastic platform that she does for authors. Gina, please tell everybody about that again, because we coming up to this July.
Yes, Distinguished Authors Guild. It is a literary award show that honors. We pay homage to African American authors, and we shine the light on them. We give them the opportunity to have the spotlight. They put a lot of hard work into what they do, and we just want to give them that moment of shine. It's a lot going on in my house, you guys.
Okay. We good with that.
So the show is virtual, and it's November 11th, and we just want you all to support. We're still taking registration for authors until July 31st, and the tickets will go on sale shortly. And it is produced by DopelivenTV.
Right.
So stay tuned. Keep your eyes and your ears out for ticket sales to start real soon, and promote our Black authors. And along with that, I just can't leave without saying we do give scholarships to creative writing college freshmen. So that's the biggest thing that I really love about it. I mean, even the fact that authors really appreciate the fact that we honor them. We honor them, and we allow them to have another platform to present their books and present their work, not just their books, because we had authors on, the authors that come on DopelivenTV, and they talked about their books along with other things that they do. Absolutely. And one thing I'm proud to say, a lot of the authors have been recognized because their books were award-winning. We had one author that was picked up by a local high school for their books to be used for mentorship. We had another author that came on and talked about her sea moss, and her sales have went through the roof. So it's not just about the books. It's about what they do, because most authors, we do more than just write books. We have our hands in a lot of different things. Absolutely. But this is something that we do yearly in order to honor authors and pay homage to authors of the past and authors of the future.
And it's a great situation for authors, because you get to network with one another as well, see the different styles, and just get to talk to everybody. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm so blessed to be a part of that. So thank you, Gina, for doing that, number one, and let's get it in for real. Nyla is a fantastic young person who I have truly adopted as my little sister, because she's got it. Her mind is set so perfectly in my book. Now to tell everybody what you do, all of
it. I am a financial advisor. I do comprehensive financial planning.
You're gonna talk in a minute.
Have become certified in. I'm sorry. Can't hear me?
You're so soft
Can you guys hear
spoken.
me?
You're just speaking so softly.
Oh, sorry.
Come.
I was saying that I'm a financial advisor. I run a financial planning practice doing comprehensive financial planning. Um, I have become certified in social media marketing and starting an agency there. I do projects with Greg. We have a TV show that's in the works called Yeah, I Saw That. I've also started a motivational speaking life coach YouTube channel called Talk with Nye. I think that pretty much covers it, other than the fact that I'm a musician and a poet, spoken word artist. Other than that, I pretty much
And a
covered
producer
everything
and an
that I
actress, all of that. She does all of that. So she's just a fantastic young person who's gonna be doing some great things. I mean, I'm so proud of you. I really am. Suzette,
thank you. I
Hello.
appreciate it.
Oh,
everybody needs to know what's up with you, girl. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm going to start my show hopefully with Greg in the very near future. It's going to be called Simply Suzette, where we're going to be talking about great things, and it's going to be more like a magazine show. We'll be able to show you how to do things. That's always been my thing. People want to do things and they don't know how. So it's going to be like a magazine show, something similar to something that you see on TV. Also, I don't know if that's what they tell me, but anyway, I'm supposed to be doing a podcast with the city called Reimagine Gary, the podcast. I just submitted what I thought was a budget last week. I guess I'll be hearing from them soon. I'm also a Mary Kay consultant, in case anybody. And I model professionally, and professional makeup artist, and I'm a licensed hairdresser. So yeah, all that right there is Suzette.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm talking about. And Suzette is perfectly capable and perfectly made to do this. Okay, she is very charismatic. She's funny, but she's informative. She has a great heart, and I'm so blessed again to know you, number one, and to get to do this, get this going. Maurice, tell everybody what you're doing in Nashville, bro.
Well, other than the music and developing artists, my 9 to 5 is ATM networks. I do ATM networks, Bitcoin networks, basically installation and service. So that started from zero on with me, and not just here in Nashville. It's kind of like nationwide for me. So
that's what's up, bro. And I could tell, and I know Maurice where he comes from, okay, because I was right there with him. We was scrubbing floors at the mall way back in the day. Right after high school, we were scrubbing floors in the mall. All right,
yep.
And to
actually, that was the beginning of my DJ stuff too. Over in East Chicago, I was doing that,
and see,
on the weekend. So
isn't God amazing? Okay, we didn't ask for too much of anything that we do. All right, it's just that He puts it in our hearts to do what He's given us the capabilities to do. You know what I'm saying, Marcy? What are you doing?
Nothing at this point because of health.
Mm-hmm.
But toward the end of the month, surgery is coming up next week. I have been developing a nonprofit organization that will deal with mentoring, mental illness, and mental illness awareness. And I want to get into something regarding housing.
Okay.
Affordable housing and things of that nature as well.
That's what's up. And see, here's the thing with everybody. And Ujimar is doing a lot of stuff production wise and business wise. Christopher Lane, Chris Mills is doing a lot of stuff. I told you guys about the NBA, his opportunity for the NBA franchise. He's got a couple of clubs that he's opening up and this and that. All right. So what we try to do here is, number one, we have a plethora of different agendas here, different entrepreneurial aspects, aspirations. And again, my point in doing all this, in saying this and even creating this whole communication device here, is that we want to make sure that we and everybody each said the same thing. We're giving back. We're giving knowledge to people that want to accept it, even those that don't want to accept it. But listen, You know, we're giving the knowledge and we're giving it freely of ourselves. All right. You got to pay for some of the stuff that we give you right here on Dope TV. Right now, we from our heart, because this is our charge. We're giving it away to you. We want to make sure that everybody who listens, everybody who watches, is successful. It doesn't have to be in anything that we do, but successful in what you do best. And it doesn't have to even be something. Be successful in life. Be successful in living the best life that you can. God put us on this earth and gave us everything that we need, every single thing that we need to be happy. We as men, we destroyed that, okay? But we still have the opportunity to be happy, to live our best lives, because the same thing that started back with Adam and Eve, we still have that. We still have the trees, the birds, the opportunities. And as Black people, we need to accept the fact that yes, we are minorities, but you know, we're majority in our strength. Let's lift each other up. Let's be together, man. Let's support each other, because if we don't support each other, oh my goodness, man, you see how the world goes. The white people support each other. And I'm not prejudiced, but the white people support themselves, and they prosper and grow. We are always trying to be better. We're trying to one up each other. Okay, we don't need to do that. Together, everybody's going to get some. It's always a piece of the pie. If I come on, if I get on, I'm gonna bring somebody else on with me. All right, and that's just what it is. Okay, when you get on, you bring somebody else with you.
Yeah.
I love the fact that every single person here has something that they can give somebody, something that they give back to everyone. Okay, you know, and it warms my heart to just know you guys. Okay, I'm so blessed to know each and every one of you guys. I'm gonna start crying in a minute, because that's what kind of guy I am. I'm hard, yeah, but I love my people, and it's something that really comes from the heart. And you guys are always doing this stuff from your heart. It warms my heart. So I love you, Gina.
We appreciate you too, bro.
Love you, Maurice. I love you,
Love you
Marcella.
back, man.
Love you, Greg.
You guys make my day every single time that we come on here. Okay.
May I say something?
Yeah, you can say it.
Okay, you can cry while I'm talking. Listen. You know, it was a little while ago. I saw you at an event. You were the one that told me which direction I should go in by way of my talk show. I had no idea about what it was I was supposed to be doing, and you told me that night at the hospital had a fundraiser, the Methodist Hospital. It was me, you, Christine, and Bridget, and there was a bunch of us there, and you were there too. And you told me then, you said, Suzette, and I was saying, I want to do a talk show, Greg. And you said, Suzette, don't do a talk show. You said, all you do is just a conversation. You just have conversations with people. She said, you could have good conversation. You said, you're a good conversationalist. Just talk. And whatever you talk about, it'll be what they're supposed to hear. And I've always remembered that, and I'll never forget it. And I just thank you so much for that, because you were the one that set me on the direction in which I should do the show. And since I know that, and I know I can talk, and I know that I know that I can do those things, I never knew I could do it until you told me. So thank you so much. Smooches.
So when all of these things get with the Gary projects and stuff that you're going to have, the podcast, you're going to invite us on?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Everybody get a week. They're supposed to be doing it twice a month, every 2 weeks, for about a half an hour. So yeah, absolutely. Greg and Maurice and Marcella and Nyla and Arthur Gina. Everybody, yeah. You all are my first 6 guests.
Wow.
Cool.
If the mayor doesn't have anything, but all of you all will be there though. Talking about what you're going to do, because the thing with Gary is they want to be able to show it's called Reimagine Gary, because they want us to reimagine Gary, not like people think Gary is, but how they know Gary is. So
they remember Gary was.
Yeah, and just reimagine it. Just do it again. Don't think about what it is that that you know. Just use your imagination and reimagine it a different way. That's what I will be doing about introducing great people that you all are and what all that you do, because nobody knows that people in Gary have this much talent. There's a lot of talent. There are a lot of good people. There are a lot of people that are helping folks in Gary, and they don't know about what they see on TV from Chicago News.
Well, I tell you what would be a great first show. That very thing. We got a lot of talent in Hollywood from GI. You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
so I mean that would be a great show, right along with the talent that's on this book. On this
Yeah.
panel. So I mean, showing it, actually giving an example to some of those folks from around that at in some of those schools that, hey, you ain't got to do what you're doing right now. You can do this. You can do something else. If you can run your
Mhm.
mouth, or you can sell stuff to each other, you can actually get out there and make some money with that mouth. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
and
So
and, and to and people just should be encouraged. I had I had I had I just followed. Well, I don't know. Had I just listened to my heart and what it was that I wanted to do, I could have been in journalism a long time ago. But
mm,
maybe I'm thinking maybe it probably would be different since I'm doing it now because I was voted. Come on, Greg. What was I voted in school?
Most talkative.
There you go.
so communication is in the genes off right there.
Yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I should have been able to do this a long time ago. But I'm grateful for the time that I'm going to be able to do it now because retiring and doing something like
yeah.
this, is going to be the best work ever. So,
But you
Well,
know
make up.
something
what?
that you love doing, you'll never work a day in your life. You do something
That's
that
right.
you love. So yeah.
You
But
know
make
what,
up.
though, Suzette? You've gotten experience now of life, so you got a lot to talk about, a
That's
lot to
Right.
talk about,
that's
and so that's everything works out in its own time,
absolutely
and
right.
now it's the time, I think, for everybody. Like I said before, and Gina said it. I think you said it. I think Marcia said it. Nyla said it. I think we all have said it. If you, especially with everything that's going on and everything that's happened in the past couple of years, if you're coming out of this pandemic the same way that you're going in,
Mhm.
something's wrong. God didn't make us. God did not make us to be stagnant. He wants us to be happy.
Yep.
So let's make ourselves happy. Let's
That's why he died, so we would have life to be
we
doing.
do it.
So we can live.
I get
Yep.
tired of people complaining about stuff. I really do. Life is good. Things happen in life. I mean, it's inevitable. But we can't lay down and let it take us. We got to take it. Okay, Gina, say something. Last word.
Hey, just enjoy every moment of life because you don't know when it's going to end. And talk to your family members. I know
Oh, yeah.
people that don't talk to their parents, don't talk to their sisters and brothers, their siblings. Hey, you just have to cherish the moment as it is.
Cool. Is that
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and sometimes your family is not people that you grew up with. Sometimes your family can be people that uplift you and make you feel like you are their family. I just said that today to a girl, my friend Janice. Janice and I have been friends for like 40 years. And she's like my sister, so when I'm having some issues with my folks, but I don't ever complain about what I don't have. I always try to focus on what I do have because we don't, all of us here together, we don't have to be blessed by anything that we are able to do. It's not written in the cards to do that, but we are, and for that I'm grateful.
absolutely, Reese?
Man, the last thing I'd like to say, and I guess not the last thing, but what I'd like to put my little 2 cents is if you're out there and you're paying attention and listening, is please, Lord, try to keep conflict out of your life.
Mhm.
You just don't know. A lot of people don't know how hard it is to keep conflict out of your life. If you think about the Bible from the beginning to the end, if you don't get the message and you get the instructions that you get the 10 Commandments, a lot of people don't know. It's stories about trying to keep conflict out your life. It's really hard to do it. And I give the example of you just walking outside, and getting in your car and going down the street, and somebody cut you off, you throw your finger. That's conflict. You know what I mean? You just opening up the door to let the enemy in to start some mess. So and you don't have to live like that. A lot of people think it might be weak, but it's not weak to me. It's strength.
Mhm.
Absolutely, Marcella.
Um, my parting word for today: let all that you do be done in love, and that
Mhm.
piggybacks off of what Maurice kind of said. To keep conflict out, just show love. Had a young man in grocery store was in my way, and he's like, "You could have just slapped me." I said, "No, if anything, I'd have hugged you out of love. I don't, I just
Life is too short.
speak love and life over people."
Absolutely. Nyla? Nyla?
Give me a second. It take a little bit to unclick the mute button. But no, I really appreciate everyone that's on here and all their inputs and opinions and the topics that we have. And they're controversial, but they're things that need to be talked about. And hopefully the things that we say can impact someone's life in a positive way, and help someone going through something and give them a little bit more insight. Although we're not relationship specialists or any specialists of any kind, and these are all of our opinions, I just hope that people can utilize the things that we say and the things that we talk about to apply them positively in their lives in some way.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for always showing up. All right, you don't have to do it. It's a beautiful thing to come together and help each other. You guys help me a lot. I've been so blessed in this life that I've had. Even with the downs, down times, God has seen me through them. To get me to the position that I am, that I can do basically what I want to do, which is for us to be happy, for us to be content with the things that He's given. We don't have to make too much more out of anything, okay? Because He's given us everything we need. And the joy outside of my wonderful son, Jordan. My joy is to give back to people. Period. My sister Gina always checks me, Greg, finish this first, then move on, okay? But I want to do so much for so many that I mean well. So I'm telling everybody that got projects with me that's pending, I'm gonna get them. All right, Gina gonna make sure I get them. If don't nobody else do, Gina gonna make sure that I get them done. All right, but let's love each other a little bit more. We're living in some strange times right now, right? And we didn't know this COVID thing was going to come up, but if you read your Bible, and I know this isn't the religious hour, but if you read your Bible, everything that's happening, it's been prophesied already. It's already been written a long time ago. So you gotta think sometime. Way back in the day, they wrote this, but it's happening right now. So it must be true. Those that don't believe, please understand there is a God, and He's already laid this plan out for us. Okay, so just ride this, live life, live your best life. Okay, get people like I got right here, and talk to people, learn from people, and just give back. Period. Everybody's not going to have a and I said this a long time ago, and I'm going to say this the last time. When you're in school and you got these career choices, and people come up and say, "What do you want to be?" "I want to be a doctor." "What do you want to be?" "I want to be a lawyer." "What do you want to be?" "A fireman, a policeman." Okay, we're all in unconventional occupations. Well, okay, I never thought. So I got a certificate in welding. I got associates in electronics. I got a bachelor's in business. I ain't doing none of the business, of course, but I never thought that I would ever do a television show for as long as I did. I never thought that I would be doing films. I never thought any of this, okay? Why am I doing it? It is not me. God put the knowledge, the wisdom, the patience, the atmosphere, the situation. He put it in me, in front of me. All right. There's a door back there, okay? That door's closed. We got to look at tomorrow. That door is open. There's a whole wealth of information, a whole life out there that we got just waiting on us. Period. So today has happened. We just did this show. Show's over. All right. So tomorrow I'll be traveling. I'm going to Denver. I'll be on my way to Denver, Colorado. So I may not be doing the show tomorrow. I don't know. But if I do, be on the road. But tomorrow it's waiting for us, y'all. So everybody that's out there, leave yesterday. Today is gone. Okay, we had an opportunity to make changes today. Do what we did. It's done. Tomorrow we have a whole new opportunity if God allows us to wake up and walk around and do whatever we got to do. We got a whole new opportunity to do some other things. So I'm not going to get on my soapbox. I apologize to everybody for getting emotional, but I love these people here. I love you guys. I love Core Water. Had to put in, Maurice.
Hey, cool.
Hey, everybody, y'all pray for me.
You be safe, bro.
As I pray for y'all. And man, this is Dope Living TV Live. And today, just because got a little emotional.
Script time.
No,
all right, man.
Not at all. But I will do this.
You're beautiful. You're smart. You're loved. This week will be great. You got this. You're a badass. You can do this.
That third one, boy. That third one. Thought you were gonna lose his lung on that one. Okay, let's go. That's Gina. That's Suzette. That's Maurice. That's Nyla. That's Marcella. We will see you guys. Hey, man, we thank you guys.
Peace.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, if not tomorrow, we will see you Thursday. Doing a show from Colorado, actually. So we'll see you. All right. Peace out.